start of recreational cannabis sales. Nancy Yamada has more on that.
Home growing. Yes, indeed. You will be allowed to grow your plants at home.
It was a full house at Anne Arundel Community College's Lunch and Learn event, where business professor Shad Ewert shared the ins and outs, what to expect come July 1st, when buying and consuming small amounts of cannabis becomes legal for adults in Maryland.
If you have the card, you get to grow 4 plants. If you don't have your card, you can only grow 2 plants.
Ewert has been teaching a class on the cannabis industry since 2017. He told the curious crowd that soon you won't have to be a Maryland citizen to purchase cannabis in the state.
This is going to create some issues for law enforcement. These are islands of legality in a sea of illegality. Cannabis is still illegal at the federal level.
Listening closely, the Anne Arundel Community College's chief of police.
I think there's a lot of confusion with it, so I just thought I'd come here and get some education from someone who probably has a lot more expertise than I do.
Professor Ewert says there's no question legalizing recreational marijuana for adults will lead to an increase in usage.
What we have seen in almost every other state, once you have legalization for either medical use or recreational adult use, is you see a drop in DUIs and number of traffic deaths. So that can be a good thing. Having people access to medicine that can help them out, that can be a good thing as well. Will people abuse it? Of course. Cannabis is addictive to about 8 or 9% of the people who use it.
And while the governor and lawmakers have pledged to roll out the sale of recreational cannabis in an equitable way,
my biggest problem is the fact that we have put a cap on the number of licenses.
Professor Ewert points out
they've got some micro licenses. All right, these are small grows, small processors, and dispensaries that are not allowed to have a retail footprint, but only have delivery. I believe this is throwing a bone to our candidates that are people of color. I don't even know if that is economically viable.
As for students,
I'm not particularly like a smoker myself, but I think it'll be good for, like he was saying, like tax reasons and, you know, all of the like disadvantages that it could help people in lower income areas.
Recreational marijuana sales will be taxed at 9%. Some of that revenue will go toward a community reinvestment fund.
I'm definitely happy that it's becoming legal because of the incarceration that happens with my community, Black community. It's disproportionate.
And come July 1st, hundreds of thousands of Marylanders will get the opportunity to clear their criminal records, past cannabis charges, and convictions. Proponents say it's a giant step toward restorative justice. I'm Nancy Yamada for State Circle.
Associated Black Charities has a new leader. Joining us now